What's up everybody, John's Daily Hustle here. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a budget air conditioner for your garage using just this stuff here. Alright, so all you need is a cooler, styrofoam of course, a styrofoam cooler, two 2-inch PVC 90-degree pipes, or you really only could use one. I would recommend for this size cooler using two, and a fan. I believe this is just a little 4-inch fan. I got all this at Menards for less than 10 bucks. I want to say this was $1. These were, I think, $1.25 each, something like that. So we're at, what, $3? And I think that was $5. So there's 8 bucks right there. That's all you really need. I am going to use a little bit of an improvement on it, an upgrade for it. So after we make it, I'm going to show you what I'm going to upgrade to. I'm going to actually cut this in half and connect them to our 90s there. And they're going to go all the way down the length of our cooler, all the way down here. And it's going to force the air over top the ice, and then it's going to force it to come down to go up, so only cold air will come out. Only completely cold air that's been forced over the ice will come out anyways. Alright, so first thing you have to do is mark your holes. As you can see there, I marked for this one. Just like that, just big enough to where it won't fall through, but it'll sit on side. And this will actually go through there and it'll connect and help hold that in steady. And it just works out that this hole is the perfect size for it. Now you got to mark for the fan. Now that's where it gets a little tricky. You can mess it up, but again, this was only $1, so just go get another one. And it's not that big of a deal. So you could mark it around the rim here and just have the whole thing set down in there. But what I think I'm going to have that area as small as I possibly can, to where no extra cold air can come out, and it only can go out here. So we're going to take this front cage off using these 3 or 4 screws here. We're going to take this off and we're going to set it down, and then we're going to trace our hole that we need just for the fan to fit just down in there. But obviously the cage on the outside will hold up here to where it doesn't drop in. So I'm going to take that cage off and mark that, and then I'll show you guys before we get cutting. Alright, so as you can see, I got my holes cut out. And this hole wasn't marked quite perfectly. But I just want to show you guys. To mark that hole the best, if you have a fan that looks like this, of course, you may have to just do some measuring. But if you use a fan exactly like mine, or at least I was able to use it, I was able to use this ring you see here. And that was kind of the outside edge of the blades on the fan. And that's what I marked and cut, and as you guys can see, it fits pretty good in there, but I am going to trim it up maybe just a little bit. You guys probably can't see that, I apologize. Just around the edges there, just to make sure that it doesn't, of course it doesn't move on us, or it doesn't hit the side. And then, to make this solid, because this is going to vibrate a lot, to keep it from hitting that, we are going to put maybe like a screw or something on it, or maybe even silicone around it, to help lock it in place. One other thing I do recommend when you're cutting your holes is, I'm using this knife like this, which you can use that, or even like a box opener like this one, you know. Let me open it for you, sorry guys. Like this one will probably work too. I recommend using this if you have one, or I recommend just going and getting like an actual foam cutter, like a knife or a blade that's actually meant for cutting styrofoam, because you will, if you're not careful, you will break this. And again, it was only $1, so it's not that bad, but just something to watch out for. So I'm going to trim up around the edges just a little bit, and then we're going to start mounting stuff. Alright, so after you get that mounted, go ahead and mount your 2 pipes. And I went ahead and put a couple screws in here just to hold that steady, to keep it from moving, from vibrating and everything out. Now, you could be done here. You could put your ice in there and turn it on, but I'm actually going to go the next step past that and make this a little bit better. So we're going to take this and we're going to cut it in half, and we're going to connect one half to that goes through there, that 90-degree, and the other half to that. So I got my pipe cut. Let me open this up carefully so I don't break it and show you guys what exactly I have done. So there you go. You can see I've got both pipes cut and connected to the top. And what that's going to do is it doesn't go actually on the bottom. It sits about 2 inches off the bottom. And what that will do is it will actually force air from the fan all the way down, and then up through those and out. So only cold air can come out. So as you can see here, I got my 1 block of ice. All I did was just fill up a spare bowl we had laying around and freeze it for a day or two. So I got my block of ice. Now we're going to put this back on. Hopefully without breaking it. Kind of hard to do that with just one hand. And close it up. Let's turn it on. Oh yeah, you can already feel some cold air coming out of there. Alright, so try not to make fun of me too much. This is just a meat thermometer that I'm using to measure the temperature. As you can see, it keeps going up from 32 to 33 degrees, and that is in Celsius. So it was just 33. So 33 degrees, I don't know how well that shows up for you guys, but 33 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit is 91.4 degrees in Fahrenheit. So it is pretty hot in here. I have a fan on over there, you guys can probably hear, but all that's doing is moving air. It's not making it any cooler. So there's kind of a base temperature reading on this, just to kind of get an idea on how well will this actually work. So if it's 91 degrees in here right now, we'll see how much it cools down. So right there, as you guys can see, it did drop it down to 23 degrees Celsius. It's fluctuating between 23 and 22 degrees Celsius, which according to Google is 73.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So it actually did drop it down quite a good bit. I do recommend you put your wire rack in there to keep the ice elevated, and you use cubed ice instead of the block of ice. But I mean, you put your hand in front of this and you can feel an immediate difference that it makes already. I mean, it definitely helps keep it cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys make one, let me know if you guys did anything different or if you did the exact same thing. Put it in the comments so the next people that watch it can know, hey, let's try this instead of doing that. So let me know what you guys think. I may end up making another one in the future down the road, either to have two or just making a second version of it, one that'll work better. But anyways, let me know what you guys like or do different. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and as always, thanks for watching.